Chaos everywhere as current world order continues to collapse while the new age begins. This is B Fulford's report dated July 19, 2016. The world situation is becoming increasingly chaotic with major events taking place in Turkey, France, Japan, and the United States, China, and elsewhere. The events are all linked to ongoing collapse of the global structure that was put in place at the end of World War II. Chinese government and now analysts believe the entire current world architecture will suffer a total systems collapse by the year 2018, after which a new, improved structure will replace it. For this reason, they expect accelerating global turmoil between now and then. Let us start to take a look at the attempted coup d'etat in Turkey last week. Mossad sources tried to pin the attempt on Russia and added that this was just round one. However, Pentagon sources say jets piloted by Israel trained Saudi Arabian pilots flying out of the NATO airbase in Incirlik, Turkey, dropped a bright flashing but not very damaging, causing low-grade nuclear weapon in front of the Turkish parliament during the attempted overthrow of President Recep Erdogan. The Pentagon sources expect Erdogan used light shows like that as a part of a staged coup attempt against himself in order to give him an excuse to purge the Turkish military and law enforcement agencies of his rivals. One Pentagon source says that because Erdogan renewed ties to Mossad and may steal U.S. nukes at Incirlik to aim, the coup is far from over. Chinese government sources, however, had a very different interpretation of events in Turkey. The Chinese say that the Turkish government was attacked because it was moving away from NATO and towards the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. The Turkish government is also negotiating with the Iranian government to create a Sunni Shia Muslim alliance and renew the caliphate. The Khazarian Mafia Front organized Israeli Secret Intelligence Service trying to stop this by creating a fake caliphate and acting in disgusting ways, designing to make everyone hate Muslims. What is at stake here is the $2 trillion in oil and gas money coming out of the Middle East every year. With such high stakes, Erdogan is now a high-priority assassination target, and we can expect a lot more trouble in the Middle East before the dust settles. However, if Turkey is working in tandem with Iran and mending fences with Russia and Egypt as well, they appear to have the strongest hand. Now, let's take a look at what happened in France. Here we have a widely unpopular government staging fake terrorist attacks in order to extend martial law. The government is doing this because the Italian banking system is collapsing and will take the French banking system down with it. So in order to distract the French people from the financial troubles, they need to create a fake external enemy to unify the country around. Videos of the aftermath of the attack in Nice, where a truck spread carnage. A friend working in the Japanese national broadcaster NHK's news desk says NHK reported for about 4 hours that the truck in Nice was full of weapons and hand grenades, but CNN reporter on the scene reported the weapons were all fake, after which CNN and NHK and others dropped the full of weapons meme for the coverage. Then there's the fact of the impoverished alleged killer sent $100,000 to his family before the incident. Also, for some reason, the corporate media decided to completely ignore what looks like a spectacular attempt to blow up the Eiffel Tower the same day. Maybe there were too many witnesses to the fakery there, so they decided to just pretend that little stunt never happened. A video of the incident has now been deleted from the net, but a photo can be seen. No matter what, though, the French fascist Gladio operations are not going to stop the revolution that is unfolding in that country. In any case, both the French and Turkish smoke and mirrors show distracted from far more important events taking place in Asia. We can confirm from our own CIA and Chinese sources that Neil Keenan has reported about UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon and David Rockefeller going begging and not getting anything. We can also add new information about the Emperor of Japan's announced resignation. Ban Ki-moon was in Korea and China trying to find gold to keep the Rockefellers' UN corporation in business and to ask for the job of President of South Korea. He was told to buzz off. After the David Rockefeller phoned his old family friend Emperor Akihito and asked for gold, Akihito told Rockefeller that that's the end of that, and you can go into Benjamin Fulford's blog in order to read the rest. I'll leave a link below for you for this.